Hey, hi, hello, what is up everyone? It is me, Linnea, and I'm back with another sourdough video. I feel I haven't made a sourdough video in a while, and today we're making sourdough bread bowls. This was all Jonathan's idea. He wanted bread bowls for his soup, and I said, I think I can do that. So, if you want to follow along with this recipe, feel free to do so. And I mean, if you don't want to follow along, you've probably already clicked off by now. So I'm gonna make this intro short. That is it. Let's just go make some bread bowls. Alright, I'm not going to go into super detail about how I do my sourdough because I've done a jillion sourdough videos on specifically how I like to make mine. So right now I'm just doing the initial stretch and folds where I do a set of stretch and folds every 15 minutes for an hour, and then after that hour I do another set of stretch and folds every 30 minutes for the next hour, and then I let it rest, bulk rise, whatever you want to call it, bulk ferment, whatever you want to call it, until it rises 50% of its initial size, if that makes any sense. But again, I've done a jillion videos, not really a jillion, but I've done several videos on how I do my sourdough, so it's the same recipe I always use. So, I'll be back in another 15 minutes. Alright, I am going to let this bulk ferment for the next, honestly, probably about 6 hours. My kitchen is currently cold, but I do have my oven on, so I'm going to go put it near my oven where it's warmer. But I'm going to let this bulk ferment for probably the next 6 hours. I want it to not quite double in size, but rise by about 50%, if that makes any sense. So I will see you all much later tonight. Alright, it's been maybe 6 hours, I don't know, and it's kind of chilly in my kitchen, but I feel she has bulk fermented long enough. It's going to turn out fine. So, I'm just going to take this out, kind of shape it. Like I said, I'm not going to go into detail about how I do this. Alright, now I'm just going to reshape this, put it in my basket, and let it sit in the fridge for around 14-15 hours. and then we'll be back tomorrow for the actual good part on how to make this into bread bowls for soup. All right, so this has been in the fridge for a little over 14 hours now, and I'm gonna be very honest with you. I don't think this is gonna be my best sourdough. My dog is playing with his toy in the background, so sorry. My starter I don't think was the most ready when I did this. That's okay. So anyways, it's been in there for 14 hours. What I'm gonna do is that, and then I'm gonna do this into 4 bread bowls, I think. This is gonna be sticky and messy. I can feel it. So actually, let me just explain it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna divide this into 4 bread bowls. I'm gonna shape it, and then I'm gonna set each ball, whatever you wanna call it, on this parchment paper. And I'm gonna cover it with a towel, and I'm gonna let it sit out for 2 to 3 hours so it doubles in size, rises, whatever, so it proofs, whatever you wanna call it. I might put it in my oven on the proof/warm setting because our kitchen is cold right now. But that is essentially it. Just gonna divide it into 4, roll it into balls, let it sit on the counter for a couple hours while my dog plays with his toy, and then we will be back. Feels so wrong to be doing this to my sourdough, but whatever. Just like that. I might get a new piece of parchment paper for this, but you know. All right, so I have my oven over here preheating. Oh, it's already preheated to 450 degrees. I also have a pizza stone in the oven that has been preheating with the oven. Here, I'm gonna put about a cup of ice. And let me show you. We have the bread. I need to score these. And then I'm gonna attempt to, it's on my pizza peel. So I'm gonna attempt to launch these into the oven. Onto the pizza stone. We're gonna see how that goes. I have a feeling it's not gonna go well, but let me score these real quick, and then we'll attempt to put these into the oven on the pizza stone. We'll see how that goes. All right, that actually worked. Now I'm gonna put this ice cube tray underneath, and I'm gonna bake this at 450 for 15 minutes. And then after 15 minutes, I'm gonna take out the ice cube tray and bake it for another 10 minutes. So we'll see how it goes. All right, it's been 15 minutes. So I'm gonna take the water out. And because this oven is convection, I'm gonna turn these because the back tends to get a little more dark. Now, it says to do this for another 10 to 15 minutes, but again, my oven is convection and I feel like it cooks rather quickly. So I'm gonna do about 8 minutes and then we'll see where it's at. There you go. They actually look really good. They look pretty good. I think they need to be like, I really adore that these literally just came out of the oven and I am handling them with my hands. And that one's gonna have to wait. But they look pretty good. Look at that. So I'm gonna wait an hour for these to cool off and then we'll try to cut them open and dig out the guts so I can pour soup into them. Yeah, so I did end up, I cooked these at 450 with the ice for 14 minutes and then I took the ice, well it was water at that point, I took that out, left it at 450 and I did another 8 minutes and I probed them with my thermometer and they were at 210, which is what the recipe said that the bread needed to be cooked to. So that is what I did. So I'll be back in a while and try to cut the tops off. All right, I'm gonna move these over and we're gonna cut into this one. I feel sad digging out all the good parts, but this is what has to be done. Oh no, there's a hole. There's a hole. Oh no. Maybe we'll just leave that there. This one's gonna leak, but that's okay. It's totally okay. It's definitely gonna leak, but like I said, it's totally okay. All right. I think that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. So I'm gonna do that with one other one. I only have 3 now because we decided to cut into this one and just kind of eat it because I haven't made bread in a while. So I'm gonna take this one, whichever one is smaller. That's the one I'm gonna eat for myself. So I'll be back in a little while, and Jonathan can tell you if he likes the bread bowls or not. Okay, this was your request. I mean, to be honest, it's literally just soup and a bread. It's not like there's much to review.
It's good. It can fall out of the bread, but...
yeah, there's definitely a hole in the bottom.
It's okay.
Made by me, because I dug out too much. Did you get some bread in there? Yeah, and I gave you the insides.
Yeah, super good.
Yeah, would you ask for this again? It was actually easy. I mean, I wouldn't, like, not make it again.
Oh, delicious.
I mean, there's really not much to review other than it literally tastes like sourdough with soup in it. I mean,
Well, you can do it.
yeah, you can do it, and it's not that hard.
Huh.
So, what do you rate it out of 10?
10.
10?
But I love sourdough bread. I love soup, so.
Yeah, you do. And I think the soup's actually good. I did not make the soup. Full
Yeah.
disclosure.
I'm guessing you added the onion to it.
Yeah, I did for the picture.
No, it's good in the soup.
Yeah.
Really good.
I can't for the life of me make broccoli cheddar soup. So,
And I do agree with you. This one is less
cheesy.
than-
Yeah, I got the Walmart brand broccoli cheddar because they didn't have the Panera.
It's still really good.
It is still good. It's not as thick and it's not as cheesy. And I feel like there's a little less broccoli in it, but it's still
course
good.
on that,
It's
but-
not like I would think it's terrible. And you can have more, by the way. It's still in the pan. So yeah, that's Jonathan's review on the bread bowls.
It's very good.
It was all your idea too. Maybe next time you can make the bread bowls. All right, Jonathan will definitely see you in the next video. Okay, bye.